What's up everybody, 915 Mang here, doing a video on the 24 gallon all-in-one tank. On my last video with the 20 gallon long, I told you I was going to get a new tank, and here it is. I've actually had a 24 gallon long, this exact same setup, but I figured that it wasn't for me because I couldn't keep it anything really alive in here. And I think the reason why is because I ended up finding a wire brush in one of the chambers that had accidentally dropped, and I just never took the wire brush out. So when I took it out, it was all full of rust and it was just a big mess. I had an enemy die in this tank, and so I figured that the 24 gallon long was just not for me. I first got introduced to this tank when I traded my 34 gallon Solona. It was a cube tank. I traded it because I was just didn't want to run a sump. I wanted something simple. I wanted an all-in-one, you know, where you could see the filtration. You didn't have to worry about a sump or anything like that. So I traded for this tank right here. I was actually considering just running one tank, a 120, but I didn't want to get rid of my two clownfish, my blue-green chromis, and then my newly bought fish, the yellow Midas blenny. So I didn't want to get rid of that one, and I don't want to get rid of my clowns because they've been in several different tanks, and I just didn't want to mix them up in my 120. The price of this tank is $330 something, complete with the stand, the tank, and the protein skimmer. As you saw in the beginning, I didn't get all that. I just got the tank and the stand. The protein skimmer I already had, and it's been doing a good job so far. I'm not gonna lie though, I would get a 150 if I could. If you guys decide to buy a SCA Aquariums tank, go ahead and tell them that you saw my video, and maybe they can give me some kind of discount on a 150 later on. Right now I just can't buy it. Maybe next year with income tax or something like that, I'll be able to get it. One thing that I do like is you can talk directly to the manufacturer. You just go to the website, shoot Steve an email. It's like support@sca.com, and he pretty much answers you. You don't have to go through a LFS. So, you know, that's one good thing that I like about SCA. And so far, their quality has been pretty good. But talking about this stand, I'm not going to lie, I hate building these stands, but it is doing the job. This stand in particular really didn't come with instructions, which is why I'm doing a video on this whole tank install. So hopefully if you buy one, that this video will help you out a lot. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and put all those screws. Just tighten them, don't over crank them because you will mess up some of the pieces. The second thing I did was I laid out everything after I was done putting in all the screws, and then I just lined up the bolts and then put them in the holes. Like I said, you don't want to over crank them because if you do, you can break the little fasteners, the little screws. Putting this whole stand together took me about 30 minutes because I couldn't figure it out. Once I kind of got it going and lined up and had an idea, it was a piece of cake. But you know, for sure, this tank, I hate building these stands. These are the extra pieces that you have left over just in case you damage it, and it's pretty straightforward after that. I ended up using my trash cans that I bought in my last video. I used those to make some water, and then I used it to empty out the 20 gallon in the background. I put the 24 gallon in place and ended up moving them that same night. With my DJ board, switchboard, I went ahead and modified this 2x4 thing that I made. Just chopped it up and then drilled it in place, and it came out pretty good. This is going to go directly behind my 24 gallon all-in-one. Also, I made an 8-crate stand for my protein skimmer because the SCA skimmer, if you just put it in there, it's not gonna work right. Right now the tank is looking a little bit of a mess. I'm going to go ahead and take out a lot of this rock right here and just reorganize it. It's basically just going to be like a little frag tank where my fish can stay in and I can still enjoy them. And right there in the cabinet, I'm just going to go ahead and store a lot of my fish products. The tank itself did come with some ceramic media, but I'm going to go ahead and use some aqua clear media basket type of deal that they use on their hang-on back filters. In fact, I'm going to use their carbon and the sponge that comes with, and I'll just use that to help clean up my tank. I think I'm going to go ahead and use some of that Chemi Pure Elite or some of that Nano blue stuff that they have going out there. I think I'll give that a try in this tank and see if I like it. I like it, I might go ahead and add it to my 120. Another thing that I want to do is also add some kind of reactor and maybe GFO or something like that. I'm not sure yet. One thing that is very important when you have a Nano is you want to keep your salinity straight. Best way to do that is get an auto top off. The auto top off that I'm using for this tank is a Tunzi, the same one that I was using for my 45-gallon cube. And I recommend the Tunzi with the sensor. If it goes past the water level, it'll start doing like a flat line straight beeping. It'll let you know that your tank is overfull filling. For flow, I'm going overboard, but I'm not going to buy any new equipment for this tank. I'm just going to be using a regular good old MP40. It's not the quiet drive. It's actually not loud either because it doesn't need to be turned up on this tank. If I do need to turn it up, then it'll probably get a little bit louder. I highly recommend one of these DJ switchboards. The reason why I have one is just because I can just turn things off individually. I can turn off the return that it comes with, the skimmer, power heads, the lights, the heater, whatever I want to do, I can turn it off. Also got rid of the sand that it came with. I had sand in my 45-gallon cube, and then I had bought another bag of 10-pound Carib Sea VG pink sand. I actually have that in a bucket. Thinking about rinsing it out and maybe putting it in this tank. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it bare bottom just to see if I can keep it clean. If I can't keep it clean, then I'll go ahead and reintroduce the sand. I would like to get a Reef Breeder's light on this tank, but for now, let's go ahead and look at some of the corals. I know during the live chat with CJ, I had some people asking me about my corals, so here you go. Here's a little bit of a closer look at some of the things that you don't get to see. I know I do a lot of different type of videos, and I just try to change it up. But here you guys go. Here's a look at some of my frags. Well guys, here you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the 24-gallon all-in-one. Really like this tank and hope you like it. Thanks for watching guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you hate the video, dislike it and have a good one. Thanks guys. Take care.